Hello everyone. In this video we are going to talk about the phylum Aschelminthes in detail. Now the members of phylum Aschelminthes are commonly known as the roundworms. Why are they known as roundworms? Because if we take a section, that is the transfer section of the whole body, we get a circular outline. So this circle type of a round structure. That is the reason these organisms are known as roundworms. So this is one of the most important point of this phylum, and generally the members are known as roundworms. Now let us study the general characteristics of this phylum in detail. Members of this phylum are found in aquatic habitat as well as terrestrial habitat. So they are present in both the areas, that is in the land as well as in the water. And the organisms may be free living or they are certain parasitic forms. That means they are present in the host body. These organisms, they are found as parasites in certain plants as well as animals. So this is the general habits of the members of this phylum. Now let's talk about their level of organization. If you remember from the lecture of basis of classification, the members of this phylum show the organ system level of organization. That means the organisms have organ systems. The organs in these organisms, they have combined together to form certain systems. And these systems individually take up some or the other physiological role. For example, a digestive system, for example, a reproductive system, for example, an excretory system, and so on. So, the organisms, they show organ system level of organization. Then let's come to the body plan. Now, the body of this organism follows the tube within tube plan. Now, what is a tube within tube plan? Tube within tube plan means that there is a tube which is represented by the body wall, and inside that tube is present another tube known as the digestive tube. So, this type of a body plan is known as a tube within tube plan. If we look at the diagram over here, this hole is the body wall, that is tube number 1, and this second is the digestive tube, that is the tube number 2. So we can say that this organism shows tube within tube body plan. Then let's come to the symmetry. If we look at this organism, we can very easily identify that there is only one plane through which when we cut the organism, we will get two equal halves. That is, one is the right half and the other is the left half. So the organisms showing this type of symmetry are known as bilaterally symmetrical, and the symmetry is known as bilateral symmetry. So members of phylum Aschelminthes are bilaterally symmetrical. Then the germ layers. We are also clear that these organisms, they are triploblastic. That means they have the 3 germ layers: the outer ectoderm, middle mesoderm, and the inner endoderm. All these 3 germ layers, they are able to form all the organs of the body. So the members are triploblastic. Now let's see the coelom. The members of these phylum, in fact this is the only phylum which shows pseudocoelom, or the organisms are pseudocoelomate. If you remember, pseudocoelomate or pseudocoelom refers to a body cavity which is not lined by mesoderm from both the sides. This type of a body cavity, as we can see over here, this is the organism, and if we take a section, we are able to see the 3 layers: ectoderm, mesoderm, and endoderm, and inside this whole region forms the pseudocoelom. If we look very carefully, we are able to see that the pseudocoelom is not lined by mesoderm on both the sides, and that is the reason we call this as a false coelom or the pseudo-coelom. The organisms in which the body cavity is covered from both the sides by mesoderm, they form the coelomate organisms or eucoelomates, or also known as true coelomates. So Aschelminthes or the roundworms, they are pseudo-coelomate organisms. This is something very important, and this is the only phylum showing this kind of a arrangement.